barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Thank you for joining us again, Al-Azim Group. You've been with us all week. May Allah continue to be with every single one of you guys. Ramadan Mubarak once again. Tonight I have two beautiful children that will recite Quran for us. I'm going to start with Brother Yasir Abdul Razak. He's going to recite Surah to Yasin for us, the first 20 verses, and he will translate it for us. Brother Yasir Abdul Razak, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
My name is Yasser Abdul and
Don't need your video on.
I'll be reading Surah Yasin verses 1 to 120. أعوذ بالله الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ياسين والقرآن الحكيم إنك لمن المرسلين على صراط مستقيم تنزيل العزيز الرحيم لتنذر قوما ما أنذر آباؤهم فهم غافلون لقد أقى القول على أكثرهم فهم لا يؤمنون إنا جعلنا في أعناقهم أغلالا فهي إلا الأذقان فهم مقمحون وجعلنا من بين أيديهم سدا ومن خلفهم سدا فأغشيناهم فهم لا يبصرون وسواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون إنما تنذر من اتبع الذكر وخشي الرحمن بالغيب فبشره بمغفرة وأجر كريم إنا نحن نحيي الموتى ونكتب ما قدموا وآثارهم وكل شيء أحصيناهم في إمام مبين واضرب لهم مثلا أصحاب القرية إذ جاءها المرسلون إذ أرسلنا إليهم اثنين فكذبوهما فعززنا بثالث فقالوا إنا إليكم مرسلون قالوا ما أنتم إلا بشر مثلنا وما أنزل الرحمن من شيء إن أنتم إلا تكذبون قالوا ربنا يعلم إنا إليكم لمرسلون وما علينا إلا البلاغ المبين قالوا إن تطيرنا بكم لئن لم تنتهوا لنرجمنكم وليمسنكم منا عذاب عليم قالوا طائركم معكم أئن ذكرتم بل أنتم قوم مسرفون وجاء من أقصى المدينة رجل يسعى قال يا قوم اتبعوا المرسلين صدق الله العظيم آمين.
Translation, please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most beneficial, the most merciful. Yasin. By the Quran, rich in wisdom. You, O Prophet, are truly one of the messengers upon the straight path. There is a revelation from the Almighty, most merciful, so that you may warn a people whose forefathers were not warned and so are heedless. The decree of torment has already been justified against most of them, for they will never believe. It is as if we have put shackles around their necks up to their chins so their heads are forced up, and have placed a barrier before them and a barrier behind them and covered them all up so they fail to see the truth. It is the same whether you warn them or not, they will never believe. You can only warn those who follow the reminder and are in the awe of the most compassionate and are in the awe of the most compassionate without seeing him. So give them good news of forgiveness and reward. It is certainly we who resurrect the death and write that they send forth and what they leave behind. Everything is listed by us in a perfect record. Give them an example, O Prophet. Give them an example, O Prophet, of the residents of a town. When the messengers came to them, we sent them 2 messengers, but they rejected both. So we reinforced the 2 with a third, and they declared, we have indeed been sent to you as messengers. The people replied, you are only humans like us, and the most compassion has not revealed anything. You're simply lying. The messengers responded, our Lord knows that we have truly been sent to you, and our duty is only to deliver the message clearly. The people replied, we definitely see you as a bad omen for us. If you do not desist, we will certainly stone you to death, and you will be touched with a painful punishment from us. The messengers said, your bad omen lies within yourselves. Are you saying this because you're reminded of the truth? In fact, you're transgressing people In fact, you are a transgressing people. Then from the farthest end of the city, a man came rushing. He advised, "O my people, follow the messengers." I'm done. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah. Wa alaikum salam. Thank you so much. May Allah increase you in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So now
Allahumma ameen.
we have brother Muhammad Akinola. Brother Muhammad Akinola is here tonight. He's going to recite Quran for us as well as translating it. Brother Muhammad, are you here?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa barakatuh. Where's your video? All right. Bismillah, we've been waiting for you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. المال والبنون زينة الحياة الدنيا والباقيات الصالحات خير عند ربك ثوابا وخير أملا. يوم نسير الجبال وترى الأرض بارزة وحشرناهم فلم نغادر منهم أحدا وأريد على ربك صفا لقد جئتمونا كما خلقناكم أول مرة بل زعمتم أن لن نجعل لكم موعدا ووضع الكتاب فترى المشفقين مما فيه ويقولون يا ويلتنا ما لهذا الكتاب لا يغادر صغيرة ولا كبيرة إلا أحصاها ووجدوا ما عملوا هادرا ولا يظلم ربك أحدا وإذ قلنا للملائكة اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا إلا إبليس كان من الجن ففسق عن أمر ربي أفتتخذونه وذريته أولياء من دوني وهم لكم عدو بئس للظالمين بدلا ما أشهدتهم خلق السماوات والأرض وما خلق أنفسهم وما كنت متخذ المضلين عضدا ويوم يقول نادوا شركائي الذين زعمتم فدعوهم فلم يستجيبوا لهم وجعلنا بينهم موبقا ورأى المجرمون النار وظنوا أنهم مواقعها ولم يجدوا عنها مصرفا صدق الله العظيم.
Allahu Akbar.
Wealth and children are the adornments for the life of this world. But the good righteous deeds that last are better with your Lord for rewards and better in respect of hope. And remember the day we shall cause the mountains to pass away like clouds of dust, and you will see the earth as a level plain, and shall gather them all together so as to not leave one of them behind. And they will be set before your Lord in lines and rows, and Allah will say, now indeed you have come to us as we created you for the first time. Nay, but you thought that we had appointed no meeting for you with us. And the book, one's record, will be placed in the right hand in the oneness of a believer, and in the left hand in the oneness of the disbeliever. And you will see the mujrimun, the criminals, the policists, and the sinners, fearful of that which is recorded therein. They will say, woe to us, what sort of book is this that leaves neither a small thing nor a big thing, but has recorded it with numbers? And they will find all that they did placed before them, and your Lord treats no one with injustice. And remember when we said to the angels, prostrate yourself to Adam, so they prostrated themselves, except Iblis. He was one of the jinn. He disobeyed the command of his Lord. Will you then take him, Iblis, and his offspring as protectors and helpers rather than me, while they are enemies to you? What an evil is the exchange for the Zalimun. I, Allah, made them Iblis and his offspring, not to witness, nor took their help in the creation of the heaven and the earth, and not even their own creation, nor was I, Allah, to the misleaders as helpers. And remember the day you say, call those partners of mine whom you pretended. Then they will cry to them, but they will not answer them, and we shall put a barrier between them. And the mujrimun shall see the fire and apprehend that they have to fall therein, and they will find no way of escape from there. Sharakallah azim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Allahu Akbar. Jazakumullah khairan, Brother Mohammed. That was a recitation. May Allah continue to increase your knowledge and guide you. Over to you, Mr. Alhaji Tawfiq Adarnijo, our MC for today. I'm sure our Imam is ready.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you, my dear sister. That was a wonderful presentation by our children. May Allah continue to bless you and all your crew in getting the best out of our children. May Allah continue to increase their knowledge too. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The next on our agenda is the introduction of our guest speaker. I don't want to call him a guest speaker because he's part of Istijabah. You know, he was one of the imams that always lead us in our daily prayer before he traveled back to Nigeria, because he belonged to so many organizations, both home and away. His name is Amel Ustaz Sheikh Alhaji Abdul Fatai Giwa. May Allah continue to bless my brother. You know, for Istijabah, when we started the Juma prayer, he was one of the people that encouraged us and lead us in the first 7 Juma prayer that we started in Istijabah before he went back to Nigeria. Ustaz, the floor is yours. May Almighty Allah want to increase your knowledge. I know I don't need to introduce you much. Many people know you, and I know in the course of this, you will do some further introduction. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalam wa rahmatullahi wa
barakatuh. I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Shaitan. I start in his name, the most beneficent, the most merciful. I first of all want to thank all Istijabah members for giving me the privilege to deliver tonight's lecture. May Allah continue to uplift Istijabah, inshallah. Amen. May Allah accept all our dua. Amen. According to our name, Istijabah means acceptance of supplication. May Allah accept all our dua and all our supplications.
Amen.
Topic for tonight's lecture is As-Sa'a, Alamatu Sa'a, the signs of the end time. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Wa min sharril kufari wal usat. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu Kutiba alaykumus siyam. Kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. Before I proceed, I first of all want to emphasize on the importance of Ramadan. Ramadan, Allah gave us this month to be a blessing. It's a month of blessing. There are a lot of benefits from Ramadan. We have the spiritual benefits, we have the medical benefits, and other benefits. I want to start by emphasizing on the medical benefits. Allah says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyam. Verily, I have prescribed this month fasting for you, Ramadan. Kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum. As it has been prescribed for those that came before the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and those that came before us, la'allakum tattaqun, so that we may have piety. And at the end of, as the verse continues, Allah says, "Wa anta sumu." Allah emphasizes on those that are exempted from fasting. Wa man kana minkum maridun, whoever is sick, whoever is traveling, the old, the aged people. Then Allah says, "Wa anta sumu khairul lakum." The best thing for you is to fast. Fasting is prescribed. It is best for you to fast. Then how can you say when we don't eat, we don't drink? How could it be best for us? We now learn from the medical people that when you fast, fasting is used to correct a lot of illness in the body, but they don't call it fasting. The doctors, we ask you to go on starvation for some time. I remember I read something about excessive sugar in the brain, hyperglycemia. They asked the individuals to go on fasting. I mean, to go on to avoid food for certain hours to correct this illness. Also, our kidney, our livers, we have, most times we overload them with food, with drinks, and with a lot of medication. So when we fast, all these things, we have a breathing space. And some people, I read from a doctor when he said he had a patient that the kidney was about to pack up. And he gave the patient some advices. The patient went away and did not come back to the doctor. After a while, after the month of Ramadan, the patient went back to the doctor and the doctor said the percentage of the illness was like, it was beneath. I mean, like if he had like 80% now, it has come to like 20% after the exercising the whole month of fasting. And Allah says, "Wa anta sumu khairul lakum." For you to fast is best for you. The best option, it is better for you to fast than to do fidya. In kuntu ta'lamun. So that is why we say we are thanking Allah for the opportunity, for the privilege of this holy month of Ramadan. Another scholar in Islam says, "Salasun unna mulikatun lil anami." There are three habits. These three habits, there are three habits that deform humanity. Nǹkan mẹ́ta ni máa bà tèèyàn jẹ́ pátápátá tó ṣe wípé ìgbésí ayé èèyàn máa bàjẹ́, àlàáfíà máa bàjẹ́, ìjọmọ èèyàn máa bàjẹ́. But fasting, Allah has given us fasting to reform all these three habits, the habits of destructions. The first is excessive alcoholism. In those days, it is only beer and other hot drinks that people abuse. Now, people abuse a lot of substances. People abuse shoe polish. People abuse a lot of substances that can destroy mankind. The scholar says, three things, three habits are the habits of destruction. The first one is excessive smoking or drinking. Allah has given us fast. This Ramadan fast, when you refrain from all these habits for a whole month, then you will be reformed and your health will come back. The second habit is excessive sexual intercourse, engaging in sexual intercourse or multiple sexual intercourse. Allah has given us this month to be a month of rest. Even if you have multiple wives, you have to go on holiday. Although Islam did not say we cannot go to our wives during the holy month after breaking, but yet some people do not even have break in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, all around the clock. Allah has given us fasting. The third habit is eating and eating, taking excessive, continuous eating without break. Some people will eat in the morning, before 10 a.m. they take another meal. Before 2 p.m. they take another meal. They take junk food from morning till night. They eat and eat and eat every time. Taking food over food is another habit of destruction. Allah has given us Ramadan to be a rest. We refrain from these 3 habits of destruction. May Allah accept all our ibadah. Amen. May this Ramadan not be our last on earth. Inshallah ta'ala. Then going to the topic for today. The topic for today is As-Sa'a, the signs of the end time. Alamatu Sa'a. What are the signs of the end time? Islam makes us to understand wa anna sa'a atiyatun akadu khufiya wa anna Allah yab'athu ma fil qubur. Verily, the end time will come. There is no doubt about it. The end time will come. Wa anna Allah yab'athu ma fil qubur. Then Allah will raise all the dead. Now, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam now taught us a lot of things, and he gave us a lot of signs of the end time. Are we there? Are we listening?
Yeah, continue, sir. Salam alaikum. We're here.
Yeah, we're listening.
Before I go to the Prophet, then when we look in the Quran, Allah says in Surah Al-Asri, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wal asri. Innal insana lafi khusri. Illa alladhina amanu wa amilu salihah. Wa tawasaw bil haqqi. Wa tawasaw bis sabri. By the Asri.
Wala Asri. Wala Asri.
When we look at the time we pray our Salatul Asri, we must have spent most of the valuable time in the day. Then when it comes to the time of Asri, we know it is coming to the time that we will be going back to our various homes. Allah says, Wala Asri.
Wala Asri.
By this time, men will be in losses. Men will be in problems. Mankind will be in losses. Mankind will be in different types of tribulations. How do we know the period we are in? Are we in the morning? Are we in the afternoon? No. The Prophet made us to understand we are in Asri. And the Asri is even going, we are going to the night because the world is going to the end. And now we prove it to you with the hadiths and the verses of the Holy Quran that the Asri time, we are in the Asri, we are even going beyond the Asri. The world itself is going to the end. Even the scientists, they believe the world itself will come to the end one day. Allah says, Tó bá di ìrọ̀lẹ́ ayé, àwọn èèyàn máa wà nínú ìbànújẹ́. Ìbànújẹ́ máa pọ̀ jù dùnnú lọ. Àmọ́ bí ìbànújẹ́ yìí ṣe máa pọ̀, Ọlọ́run wá fi àyàfi sí. Allah say with the exception of some people. May Allah count us among the exempted. Look at the population of the world today. Look at the population of those people that follow the tenets of God. Look at the population, the percentage of the people that obey the instructions of God. That is, those are the exempted. Allah says, Illa ledina amonu. Níbànújẹ́ ṣe lè pọ̀ tó nírọ̀lẹ́ ayé, èmi Ọlọ́run mo fàyàfi sí. Àyàfi àwọn tó gbà mí gbọ́ lódodo, except those who believe me, except the believers. Wa amilu salihat. And those that do the righteous. Watawasau bil haqqi. Watawasau bis sabri. And the honest ones, those that are truthful, and the patient one. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam emphasized on the evening time and the signs of the end time. One day the Prophet was sitting, talking to his companion. Then an angel appeared to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There came Angel Jibril. First, no, there are Rokbatei. Now he placed. Okay, Shadidun Bayadu Suad. The angel appeared with a very white garment. La Eurofi Atharu Safar. There was no trace of a traveler. Then, first, no, there Fajalasa. He sat close to the Prophet. First, no, he now placed his ankles on the ankle of the Prophet. And he placed his palm on the laps of the Prophet. After doing all this, Wasala Rasul. And then he asked the Prophet a series of questions. Malaka Yosa Nabu Muhammad. Because ó wọ aṣọ funfun láti ọ̀nà wọ́n ń wo ẹni pé látọ̀nà jíjìn ló ti ń bọ̀. Irun ẹ̀ dúdú, aṣọ ẹ̀ funfun, àdẹ̀rí tracy sí pé aṣọ yẹn ní eruku. Ó wá jókòó sẹ́yìn sí ànábì, ó fi orúnkún ti orúnkún ànábì, ó ká ọwọ́ méjèèjì sórí ìtàn ànábì wa Muhammad. Ó wá béèrè ànábì, àwọn ìbéèrè lọ́wọ́ ànábì. Fàkàbírí ní àníkádà wàkádà. The angel asked a series of questions from the Prophet. Tell me about this and this. Because of time, because we still have a lot of things to discuss. He asked the Prophet about faith. Fabirini anil iman. Fabirini anil Islam. Fabirini, tell me about faith. Tell me about Islam. Then the last was Fabirini anil sa'ah. Then he said, tell me about the end time. Jibril asked the Prophet. Then the Prophet replied, Mas'ulu alam min as-sa'il. The questionnaire knows better than the person that is being questioned. Then he now said, when it is end time, watara nos ufatun uratun. One of the first signs that was mentioned in the hadith was people will be walking barefootedly. Some people will be walking nude. They will wear clothes as if they don't wear clothes. They will wear clothes as if they do not have enough clothes to sew, but they have enough clothes to sew. They are showing half wearing clothes half nakedly. The another sign was that the Prophet mentioned was that people will be building high mansion. They'll be building very, very tall building. Now, the angel disappeared. Then the Prophet said, that was Angel Jibril, told the companion, he came to teach us our religion. Wasa'a, the end time. Al-waqtu alladhi taqumu fihi al-qiyamah. The prophet said it is the time that the world will end and Allah will raise all the dead. Wasumiyati as-sa'a li'annaha bu'istu fi nasami sa'a. The prophet said, I was raised in the end time. The prophet emphasized that he was born in the end time. Then a scholar now said the prophet was born in the end time because there wouldn't be any prophet between our noble prophet Muhammad and the end time. So the birth of the prophet is the first sign. And the prophet emphasized that the first point I will mention is the prophet himself said in a very sahih hadith that I was raised as a prophet at the time when the world was about to end, because a lot of prophets had come before our holy prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ànábì ni wọ́n gbé mi dìde ní òpin ìgbà nítorí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn ànábì ti wá, kò ní sí ànábì míì lẹ́yìn mi títí tọ́lọ́run ó fi pa ayé rẹ́. The second is wafatu Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the death of the prophet. The prophet said, when I die, that is going to be the beginning of a problem. After the death of problem, there were a lot of things that happened among the companions, the unbelievers, and a lot of others like that. So the death of the prophet is the second. Another point of the end time, another sign that the prophet gave us is in Shikokul Komor. The unbelievers of Mecca went to the prophet and called him a false prophet. Pray to your Lord that we want the moon to be divided into two. One about Nabi, one Anabi Okurani, Toba Nabi alone, Shadua, O so follow Kyoshu Pakmi. Aya Quran, Olon so for an Nusratul Komor, Bismillah Rahman, Ekitaro Bati Sa'a. When the end time is getting nearer, Wa Anshakol Komor, the moon will have a line that will divide it. Then in another hadith, they told the prophet that let the moon be divided, let one go to the other side and the other one go to the other side. The prophet prayed. There's another hadith to back this because to save time. And it happened like that. And the prophet told them, what is happening now is the sign of the end time. The fourth, the prophet gave a lot of signs that when we see them, we know we are in the end time. In another tradition, the prophet said, Iza duyatiliamana fantasiru sa'a. When trust is being betrayed between husband and wife, when trust is being betrayed between the government and the governed, when trust is being betrayed between the ruler and the ruled, when trust is betrayed between community, fantasy, you should know that the end time has come. In those days, we were not there, but we learned when our fathers, they go to farm where they want to sell their product. All they need to do is to get some pebbles to tell the passerby that they are selling this thing 3 naira. And when they put 3 stones there, the buyer might come. The buyer will take the exact quantity that worth the 3 naira or whatever, put the money down until the owner comes back to take the money. I heard from one of our scholar, our father in Islam, that in those days, and he even said he had from his father and his grandfather, that when people go to Hajj, when they want to collect loan from bank or they need a collateral, they present an Alhaji, somebody that has attended the holy pilgrimage. They will not even ask for any document. The trust they have in him will make them. Nowadays, the trust is no more there. So when the trust is broken, the Prophet said we should know it's a sign of the end time. Kasrat al-Qatili, a lot of killing will be happening. In another tradition of the hadith of the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet said, "Walladhi bin nafsi biyadayhi, I swear by the Lord that my soul is in his hands." Mo búra pẹ̀lú ọba tó ṣe pé ẹ̀mí mi wà lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀. La yadhibu dunya, the world will not come to the end. Atayati yawmun, except some time will come. La yadri al-qatili fi il-qatal. The killer will not know the reason for killing. We just penetrate and start killing people. Wal al-maqtulu fi il-qutil. And the killed we say we don't know their offenses. The killer will just penetrate and start killing people. And those people that are being killed, we don't even know their offenses. The Prophet said this time will come. People will be killing people in masses for no reason. They'll be claiming lives for no reason. The Prophet said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the end time will not come except the killer will kill. And the killed will not know the reasons for being killed. Then the Prophet said, when you see this fantastic Sa'a, no, this is one of the signs of the end time. Turun Nisai, wa Kesiatul Ariya, Ashadat Zuri, giving forceful testimony. People will follow people to the court to testify against someone whom it was a what do we call it, a gang of the one papọ̀ lórí èèyàn láti lọ jẹ́rìí pé bọ́rọ̀ ṣe rí nìyẹn, nínú kó ṣe pé wọn ò sí ńbẹ̀ àbí kó dẹ̀ ṣe pé wọ́n fẹ́ bà tẹniyẹn jẹ́, wọ́n á jẹ́rìí èké. Ànábì wa Muhammad nínú àdísì kan, Ànábì ka àwọn èèyàn kan tó ṣe pé Ọlọ́run ò ní ṣíjú àánú wò wọ́n, nínú tó fi wá gba ẹ̀ tó gbẹ̀yìn ẹ̀. Ànábì jókòó ni nígbà tó wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, ó wá ní Allah wa shahadati zuri, àtàwọn tó ń jẹ́rìí èké. Ànábì rọ̀gbọ̀kún ni ó wá dìde, ó wá ní àwọn tí wọ́n nírò àánú Ọlọ́run. Allah ukhbiruka bi akbari minal kabair. Ànábì ní ẹ jẹ́ fún yín nírò èyí tó tóbi nínú ẹ̀ṣẹ̀, nínú àwọn ẹ̀ṣẹ̀. Ó wá ń kábọ̀, àmọ́ èyí tó concern topic wa ní èní, Ànábì wa ní wa shahidu zuri, àti jẹ́rìí èké, giving testimony, false testimony that is not truth. They call it conspiracy. Conspire on somebody that does not do something and you said he did it. Or conspire on somebody that did something to rescue him that he did not do it. When you see all these fantastic sa'a, no, it is signs of the end time. Another sign, an yakuna magniyan, an yakuna al-amanata magniyan. When you see the rich enriching themselves at the expense of the masses, on the trust the masses gave to them. And yakuno anabini layati sa'a, the end time will not come except and yakuno al amanata magnijan, except the trust people entrust on either their leaders, either their officers, the trust they entrust on them are being diverted to enrich themselves. The trust people gave to some people are being diverted to enrich themselves. And Allah said in another verse of the Holy Quran, Allah said, "Wailun likulli umaza." Woe unto a lot of you. Alladhi jamu amola wa adadahu. Those of you that accumulating wealth for counting sake at the expense of others. Yasabu annamolahu akhladahu. Thinking that this wealth that are being accumulated at the expense of others will make them to live longer. They think when they accumulate this wealth, when they steal this wealth, when they betray others to accumulate excessive wealth at their expense, making others to suffer, and they are enjoying. We make them to live that, okay, when they fall sick, they'll be able to afford the best hospital in the world. Allah says, they will come to me and I'm going to punish them in the hellfire of Utama. Our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Ayakuna la amanata magnijan." If the trust given to some people, the people at the end of their fear are using this trust to enrich themselves. These is one of the signs of the end time. Zuhurul Rijal. Ignorance will be order of the day. People who are supposed to learn carpentry, people who are supposed to learn whatever, everybody will be looking for money instead of going to get knowledge before money. We will be having half-baked carpenter, half-baked electrician, half-baked scholars, half-baked, a lot of them. There was a time I read about a medical doctor who was practicing and did not have a certificate, forged a certificate, and has practiced for a lot of years before he was caught. They show him over the television in Nigeria here. So the Rijal, a lot of ignorant, illiteracy, ill-educated people will be around everywhere. The ill-educated people will overtake the educated people. Their number, they will outnumber. Don't let me use the word overtake. When people will not be willing to, people will be having unwillingness. People will not be willing to read. People will not be willing to study. So, Rijal, a lot, the ill education will be order of the day. The prophet say, when we have too many people that are not willing to study, it is sign, one of the signs. All these points have different hadith, but I cannot be going to all the hadith because of time. Another point the prophet mentioned, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as-sidqu ruyal mu'min. When it comes to the end time, the dream of the believer will become true. If a believer dreams and say, "Oh, this thing will happen," definitely it will happen. The prophet said, "Aruya soli amin Allah." A good dreams come from Allah. Wali ulum mino shaitan. A dream that creates fears come from the devil. And this prophet said, when it is end time, the dream of a believer that obeys and follows the tenets of God, obeys Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, his dreams will definitely be a reality. When he dreams, says something will happen, will happen. If the dream of a believer becomes the truth, sometimes when we look at the stories of the prophet, look at Prophet Yusuf, alayhi salatu wasalam, all his dreams, he dreamt about a lot of things, and all the dream became true. A lot of people dream, and their dream might come in opposite. When you dream, you achieve something, and those dreams, you pray over them, and they come to reality. No, it is time. It is one of the signs of the end time. Another sign the prophet gave us, Kesratul Kazibi, there will be lies all over. Lie all over. The head will lie, the follower will lie. Truth, a little people will be saying the truth. A large number of people will be lying. Let me emphasize. Let me use our country as a case study. Some people will just, somebody will just wake up and form. Somebody may say he sees some people as Muslims, some as non, and combine like 2-3 religions together, lie to them that this is what he saw in the dream or whatever. He will have followership. Look at what happened when somebody that was entrusted to be a cashier or whatever in one of our, I don't want to mention the institution, and the person said snake came into the office and swallowed the money. Can you imagine? So there will be lies everywhere. Lie will be the order of the day, such that we wouldn't even be trusting ourselves. If somebody is saying the truth, you will find it difficult to believe because a lot of people lie. So Kesratul Kadidi, people will continue to lie, and lie will be the order of the day. The prophet said when the time comes that when people talk, the elders, the young ones, the leader, the led, the ruler, the ruled, when lies become the order of the day, then that is the sign, that is one of the signs of the end time. Then Kesratul Zalazil, the prophet said, when the end time approaches, Kesratul Zalazil, a lot of zilzala, a lot of earthquake will be happening all around the world. It has hadith, it has verses from the Quran. Allah says, when the time comes, the earthquake will be shaking, the earth will be shaking. And the earth will bring out all it has in it. The prophet said, when it comes to we are approaching the end time, we have Kesratul Zalazil. Earthquake will be happening all around the world. It will happen in a place. Before you know it, it happens in another place. That is one of the signs of the end time. Kesratul Nisai, Wakilatul Rijal. The prophet said another sign is Kesratul Nisai. We will be having a lot of female. The number of female. The prophet said it will come to a time when the number of female will outnumber male in like 20 or more times. So when we have a generation that produces more female than male, Fantasiru Sa'a, you should awake yourself that, my brother, we are approaching the end time. Shuribul Khamuri, alcoholism. When people drink alcohol, in those days, people, there are a number of alcohols they drink. Now, there are a lot of things that people drink. They drink a lot of things. Some people even said, they buy some in a very huge amount of money. When alcoholism becomes the order of the day, that people even boast of drinking alcohol, fantasiru sa'a. Another sign of the end time is zawalul zawalul jibal min amkaniya. The prophet said, mountains, that is eruption. I think that is volcanic eruption. Mountains, zawalul jibal min amkaniya. Mountains will erupt from their places. They will melt. They will erupt from their okay. Wọ́n máa ṣí kúrò, wọ́n máa fọ́ kúrò ní àwọn àyè wọn. Al-Quran dẹ̀ jẹ́ ó yé wa pé wal jibala autada, òkè yìí lọ́lọ́run fi mú ilẹ̀ dúró. Wákàlàkì náà kún máa sì wá ajá nínú Suratu Nabai. Ọlọ́run ní àwọn òkè la fi mú ilẹ̀ dúró. Tó bá ti ń tó àwọn àsìkò rọ̀lẹ́ ayé, al-jibala autada ta wí, òkè ta fi múlẹ̀ dúró. Ànábì ni wọ́n máa ṣídì, wọ́n máa kúrò, wọ́n á ní volcano ṣẹlẹ̀, àbí tornado ṣẹlẹ̀, iná máa wá jáde ń bẹ̀. Tá bá ti ń rí tó ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ káàkiri fantasiru sáà, ẹ fura pé a ti wà nírọ̀lẹ́ ayé. Ká máa wá ta nínú àwọn ohun tá Ànábì wa Muhammad tún sọ, òun náà ni tẹ́tẹ́. Àwọn èèyàn pọ̀ ní tí ó máa ta tẹ́tẹ́, òwò ẹlẹ́gbẹ́ kan. Àwọn èèyàn wá gbé èèyàn kan. Somebody will now come up with a plan that, listen, I have a motor car. The winner will take motor car. Let me use Nigeria as example. The motor car was the car worth 5 million naira. The second prize was 3 million naira. The third prize was maybe 1 million naira. Then a lot of consolation prizes, like 100,000. Now sold tickets. Buy tickets 1,000 naira. And employed some people to work for him. Some people will buy that 1,000, buy ticket worth of 100,000. Some people will buy tickets worth of 50,000. At the end of the day, the person might realize 100,000 naira, 100 million naira. When he pays the worker that worked for him, maybe 5 million naira. He pays for adverts, 5 million naira, and he pays for all the prizes, the first prize, the second, the third, maybe 10 million naira, that is 20 million, and generated 100 million. So while a lot of people will be crying, others will be happy. That is gambling. They have it all over the world. They call it pick 2, pick 3. When it comes to a time, I was watching news one day. They mentioned a particular country that one of their sources of income came from gambling. Then I said, wow. So the government announced the amount of money that came in to the pocket of the government from gambling. The prophet said, when it is end time, when gambling becomes the order of the day, such that government now legalize gambling, such that gambling becomes a means of government income, then fantasiru sa'a, we should know that we are really approaching the end time. We are approaching the end time. Oh, azina, fornication. When fornication becomes the order of the day, such that in some countries they even legalize it. In a lot of places, when they want to advertise, they prefer to use a woman that is nude, a woman that is half naked. that is, or even naked. So people think this is what we make their product sell. And we look at it. We look at designers. These designers, when they want to design clothes, Allah says in the Holy Quran, I am the one that revealed that make clothes. Èmi Ọlọ́run ni mo sọ aṣọ kalẹ̀. Kẹ́ máa fi bo ìhòhò yín. It is, the cloth is made out of cotton. Yurisu ratikun, to cover your nakedness. And these designers will come, I don't want to mention names on the air. They will now take these clothes that are supposed to use to cover human nakedness. They sew it in such a way that they show part of the half of the woman body. And they even parade these women with these designs. And people buy it. People prefer to wear it than to wear the clothes that cover all their body. So when fornication and adultery become the order of the day, fantasiru sa'a, people don't even, in those days, when people commit it, some people look at, I want to go back to Maryam. She is a woman that Allah used as example. Allah says, I want to give the believers example. Imura'ata Nu'i wa Mura'ata Luti. Allah gave two bad examples and good example. The wife of Prophet Nuh was a bad example. It was the one that was encouraging lesbianism and gay. Wa Mura'ata Luti, the wife of Prophet Lut, disobeyed the husband. The wife of Prophet Lut engaged in lesbianism and gay. The wife of Prophet Nuh did not believe the husband such that he followed the unbelievers. And Allah give another good example. The wife of Pharaoh. You can see the wife of believers did not believe. Can you see? Then the wife of Pharaoh, Pharaoh, who was a disbeliever, Allah gave him a good wife. That is why I say Allah man yonkon dudu jade ninu funfun, ayo funfun jade ninu dudu. The wife of Pharaoh asked them to go and kill the wife. And up till the moment they were slaying the woman said, you must mention the name of Allah. Allah said, I have created a place for you in the Jannah. Then another example of a good woman was Maryam. Aletia sonot farija'a. Maryam was another good woman, the mother of Prophet Isa. Aletia sonot farija'a. She protected herself. For doing that, Allah said, we now affirm wasilara lo fi bi emi mimo. All these I have mentioned are the lesser signs of the end time. The prophet divided the signs into two, the lesser one and the higher one. Let me quickly mention the great ones. The great ones, the prophet mentioned 10 great signs of the end time. When those ones happened, the world is ready to go to end. Now, the prophet said, Ad-Dukhan, the great ones, when the great ones start, these less ones have started since the era of the prophet. And Allah has been so kind to us that we are in the Asr, we are in the end time. But one of the signs is that the Quran Okay, let me mention the great ones. The first is Dukhan. When Allah is ready to end everything, Dukhan, there will be smoke everywhere in all the countries. It will be beyond firefighter. It will be beyond the power of all the world powers. There will be smoke everywhere. Then after the smoke, Ad-Dajjal. Masih Dajjal is a special creature of Allah. Some people gave the description that he is very tall, he has a single eye, he has whatever. But Dajjal will now come. Dajjal can stand in an equator, the middle of the earth, and stretch his hand to all the parts of the world. Then the third thing that will happen is Adaba, a strange animal, a strange creature. Ẹranko àmì kan máa wá jáde. Lẹ́yìn tí mo sì Dajjal, ẹranko àmì yẹn máa dá gbogbo ayé rú. There will be confusion everywhere. Ọlọ́run kó ṣàánú wa. Ẹranko àmì yìí máa jáde, dábàá àmì yìí, ó máa jáde, gbogbo ayé ló máa dàrú. Lẹ́yìn yẹn tulu Shamsi minal Maghribi. The sun will set, it rises from the east and set at the west. Now the sun will set from the west. It will rise from the west and set to the opposite side. Then Allah is ready to end everything. Nuzulu Isa. After this, Jesus, Prophet Isa will now come. That is the fifth thing that will happen. When the sun changes, coming from the east to the west, then Prophet Isa will now come. Then Yajuju or Mojuju. They call it Gugu or Magog or something. Another strange creatures of Allah that will also come. You know, Yajuju or Mojuju, Mufsidin of Elijah, Allah mentioned them in Surah Al-Kahf. The Yajuju or Mojuju, they will also come. All these animals and strange creatures will come. Everybody will be in fear that what is happening. It will be beyond all the things we have seen on earth. It will be beyond volcanic eruption. It will be beyond bomb explosion. It will be beyond whatever thing we have seen. Because Allah said, everybody will be running helter-skelter. Then Salasatul Khusuf. Khusuf is lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse will come. The scientists will advise us to wear glasses, not to look at it. And when we want to look at it, we should look at it with our glasses. Then it will vanish in no time, maybe in 10, 15 minutes time. But this Khusuf, the Prophet said the Khusuf will come in 3 places in the world. You know, Mashriqi, the eclipse will come from the east. The eclipse will also come from the west. And in the equator, where the world is divided into 2, maybe in Mamlakatul Arabiya, in the Arab Peninsula, there will be another eclipse. So there will be darkness. Watara nosu sukara. Everybody will be confused. Yaumo tarau kullu arido kullu marido ati amo arido. On this day, people who are breastfeeding, they will throw away. You know, we know how much mothers love their children. The confusion will be much, such that the nursing mother will throw away their children. The pregnant woman, Allah will command the pregnancy to get out of the woman because they are 2 separate beings. There will be a lot of crying. There will be confusion. People will be crying. May Allah save us from these calamities. They are not the one that they are not just crying. It is the torment. It is the punishment of Allah that is causing everyone to cry. And before this, Allah will take the Quran. The Quran will not be on earth again. There wouldn't be the Quran. Even those who memorized it will not be able to read it again. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save us from the punishment. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala count us among the exempted. With the first surah I started with, Allah said, by the evening time, wal asri, innal insana lafi khusri. A lot of people will be in sorrow, in darkness, in confusion, in loss. Al-khusri mean loss. Loss of what? Loss of what have you? Loss of trust, loss of hope, loss of amnon, okonisi fọkànbalẹ̀. Ọlọ́run wá fi àyà fi sí ni mo ṣe bá gbogbo àwa mùsùlùmí dúpẹ́, gbogbo àwa tá ń gbààwẹ̀, gbogbo àwa istijaba, gbogbo àwa tá tẹ̀lé àṣẹ Ọlọ́run, gbogbo àwa tá ń gbọ́ wàásì, gbogbo àwa tá náwó sójú ọ̀nà Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run fàyà fi sí pé gbogbo ń ta kàkálẹ̀ àti àwọn àpẹẹrẹ kéékèèké àtàwọn èyí tó jẹ́ ńlá. Ọlọ́run fàyà fi sí pé ìlàlẹ̀ dínà àmọ̀nù, àyàfà àwọn tó gbà mí gbọ́ lódodo. Wọn ò ní bá ìrọ̀lẹ́ ayé lọ, wọn ò ní bá bànújẹ́ ayé lọ, wọn ò ní bá ìlérí ìyà ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run lọ. Wàhámì ìlú sọ́ọ́líà tí wọ́n sì ń ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Ẹ̀sìn tá à ń ṣe, a gbọ́dọ̀ níṣẹ́ dáadáa ká máa fi báàkì ẹ̀. Wátà wá sọ òbílẹ̀ ákì àtàwọn tí wọ́n máa ń sòdodo, gbogbo tí position tí wọ́n lè ti bára wọn, wọ́n á máa sòdodo pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Tí wọ́n bá fi wọ́n ṣe olórí, wọ́n á sòdodo. Tí wọ́n bá entrust nǹkan fún wọn, wọ́n á sòdodo. Tí wọ́n bá tọ́ ọmọ, wọ́n á fi òdodo kọ́ ọmọ. Wátà wá sọ òbí sọ́búrí àtàwọn tí wọ́n máa ń ṣe sùúrù pẹ̀lú gbogbo tí ó bá bá wọn. Sùúrù lèèyàn fi ń tẹ̀lé tọlọ́run, sùúrù la fi ń gbààwẹ̀, sùúrù la fi ń kírun, sùúrù la fi ń ṣe gbogbo tọ́lọ́run ní ká ṣe. Ọlọ́run ò sí níbẹ̀ tó máa mú wa. Ìgbà míì èèyàn á fẹ́ nǹkan, kò ní tí ì rí nǹkan náà. Àmọ́ tó bá ní sùúrù, á mọ̀ pé nǹkan yẹn máa padà wá tó, á padà ṣẹ́kù. Àsọ́bùrù aláṣídà, sùúrù lórí ìgbà tí nǹkan bá le koko, sùúrù lórí ìgbà tá a bá ní, sùúrù lórí ti tẹ̀lé tọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run ọba kó ká wa mọ́ àwọn àyàfi tọ́lọ́run sọ nínú Suratul Asri. Kó má jẹ́ ká bá ìrọ̀lẹ́ ayé lọ. Ọlọ́run kó ṣàánú wa, kó gbàdúrà wa. Istijabah tá wà yìí, ibẹ̀ ni kọ́lọ́run ti jẹ́ kó rire wá dé. Ibẹ̀ ni kádùá wa ti gbà. Ọlá ànábì lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Ọlá la haula wala quwwata illa billahi. Wala haula wala quwwata illa billah. Naam, alhamdulillah. Now, question and answer.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ustasiwa, may Almighty Allah continue to increase your knowledge. May Almighty Allah continue to bless all your undertaking. The section after your lecture is question and answer. Jamal, all around the globe, if you have any question, you can signify by raising up your hand. Then we'll call on you. If you have any question, please kindly go on the button and raise up your hand and you shall be called, inshallah ta'ala. And looking at
any question?
Okay. Bismillah. One of our brother, any question? Brother Olushi. Bismillah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ustaz, ẹ ṣé lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ fún oúnjẹ mi tẹ́ fún wa. Ìbéèrè tèmi ní, it's not directly related to the lecture today, but it's about salat and how to repay salat. For example, if for whatever reason one misses salat for the most part of, let's say, yesterday. And now today, they have to repay what they missed yesterday. Should they start the sequence from the first one that they missed yesterday? For example, if someone missed Asr, Maghrib, and Isha, should they start from Asr, do Maghrib, Isha, and then come to today? Or should they wait until it's time for Asr today and then repay that of yesterday and today during the Asr time? That is the first part of the question. The second part of the question is, if they are supposed to repay it in series, and now maybe they are repaying Maghrib, and it's the morning of the second day, will they now recite the surah for that salat as they would loudly if they had prayed at the right time, or will they recite it quietly? I hope you understand my question. Jazakumullah khairan.
Yeah, thank you so much. May Allah accept it as act of worship from all of us. Firstly, it is not good for Muslims to delay Salat, except if you are unconscious. Muslims should endeavor to observe their Salat on time. Even if you get home, even if you are sick, if you are in your bed, you can raise up your hand and pray. That is the teaching of Islam. But when it comes to circumstances beyond your control, maybe you're working, somebody like when I came to Istijabah, somebody told me he drives trailer, that he wakes up around 3 a.m. and before Salatul Subhi, he will be on the motion. That how will he pay back? All these are, in Islam, we have what we call ad-daruri, that circumstances beyond one's control. Although Islam does not encourage it, it doesn't have to be every day or every time, because there is a way you can get out of it. But it has to be something that it happens beyond, you tried all your ways, you cannot make it. Then there are two ways. The way you mentioned, you can start from that Asri. You pray it the way it is supposed to be prayed. You do Maghrib the way it is supposed to be prayed. You do Isha the way it is supposed to be prayed. And you start your Salatul Subhi again. Or some people might miss 3 days prayer, 2 days prayer. It is also permissible to say, maybe that person is sick or something. It is also permissible to say, okay, now it's better. It feels better now. You can say Salatul Subhi 2 and today's prayer. Then when it comes to Zuhr, Salatul Zuhr 2 says today's prayer. The same way those prayers are supposed to be said is going to be the same way. The one you need to read loud, you read loud. The one you need to read silently, you read them silently. And let me emphasize that all these salats, you call them Subuhi, Zuri, Asri, Maghrib, Isha. All those names we call, they are names of those times that we pray them. Subuhi is not salat. It is the time, Fajri. It is that time that is called Fajri. Then when you join Salat, Salatul Fajri, Zuhr is not Salat. It is the time that when you look at your shadow, you can see your shadow in your front. That Zuhr is the name of a period. So Salatul Zuhr is the Salat that is being prayed at that time. Same thing with Asri. Same thing is Maghrib. Maghrib means when the sun sets. Only Maghrib. Maghrib Shamsi. So those are just, may Allah accept from us as act of ibadah. Allah is the most knowledgeable.
Thank you, sir. Exactly.
Yeah.
MC.
Any other question?
Yeah, sister, I have a question. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, bismillah.
So,
Bismillah.
thank you very much for that wonderful lecture. So, you've told us all those things that will happen at the end when the end signs are coming. And then can you give us briefly on how to prevent ourselves, or to say like, what can we do more to get ourselves ready so we can, at least try to prepare for us to meet Allah in the right way in case the end time comes anytime soon. I mean, we've been told as Muslim to always ready, and then Allah promised all of us death and all that stuff. What can we do as Muslims to be ready to meet our Allah in good shape, and at least try our best? There's nobody's perfect, but we are all sinners. Give us some, things to do regularly and how to be prepared to meet our Rob in a good shape.
Thank you so much, ma. May Allah give you Jazaa al Khair. I mentioned it in the Surah Al-Asri, the Surah of the evening time. Allah says, when all these things are about to happen, illa ladina amanu. And the Prophet ﷺ divided the signs of the end time into two. And he said the smaller one started from the time the Prophet was born. There will be no prophet between him and the end time. He now said all these things when they are happening, illa ladina amanu. The exempted ones are the believers, like we. And what are the qualities of believer? We have it in Surah Al-Mu'minin. Alladina fi salati khashiyun. Those that are steadfast in their prayer. Walladina li zakati fa'ilun. Those that pay their zakat. Walladina li furuji afisun. Those that guide their modesty. Walladina li amonati wa'adi rohun. Those that are truthful and they don't betray trust. And those qualities of a good believer, as mentioned in Surah Al-Mu'minun, Allah says, except the believers, and those that do the righteous deeds. We know what is good. Everything that we do that we want people to see us there. We can't even say that because people do things that are not good and they want people to see them naked. They want people to see them drinking alcohol. But everything that we do, that it is in accordance with the teachings of Allah and His Prophet. The righteous deed. We do good to others. We help others. The Prophet said, the best man is the one that helps other mankind. The worst of mankind is the one that harm other mankind. We should be truthful. We should be fidel to our husband, to whoever that comes our way. It is this truth that make. I don't want to start mentioning the people that accepted Islam during the time of the Prophet. It happened in Nigeria too, when somebody was duped by a Muslim in the northern Nigeria, in Zamfara State precisely. And his lawyer advised him to go to Sharia court. He said no, he wouldn't go to Sharia court because all they knew about Sharia was cutting of hand, and he thought the Muslims will back his fellow Muslim. This lawyer said no. And at the end of the day, when they got to the Sharia court, the verdict given by the judge was very, very satisfactory, such that as a non-believer, all his belongings, all the money they were owing him was collected for him. And after all those things, the person accepted Islam. That is truth. And it happened during the era of the Prophet too. So we can not what we say by mouth, but we practice Islam with our manners. So I'm always solia in our workplaces. Let them know us as Muslims. Let them know us with good manners. Let them know us with patience. Whatever so be aki, whatever so be sobri. So when we have all this, we cannot have it all. We are not prophet and we are human. We are bound to make mistakes. But when we do all this, I think we then with our prayer that all the things that we do, Allah should accept them. Then we will be rest assured that when the time comes, we will be among the exempted. May Allah count us among the exempted.
Amen. Salaam alaikum, Ustaz. My question, can one use one surah to pray the 5 daily prayer?
Yes, of course. You can even use ordinary Fatiha. When you don't know another surah, you can even recite Surah Al-Fatiha alone.
Okay. My second question, what are the things that spoil ablution, just to refresh our memory?
Things that spoil ablution are very, very numerous. They are much. The famous ones are when you fart. When you fart, your ablution is spoiled. And most nisa, when you touch opposite sex, that one has explanations. In Kosoda Lazza, Wawajada. If you have intention, touching the opposite sex with another intention, and your body responds to that, you will perform another ablution. In Lamiyek Sidra, if you don't have the intention, or your body responds to that, you will perform ablution. In Lamiyek Sidra or Lamiyek Jidra, if you don't have the intention and your body did not respond, you start doing. You don't have to perform another ablution, but the scholar says, because you have touched the opposite sex, it is better for you to perform another ablution. Then when you sleep, when you not sleep really, when you slumber, tó yẹn bá tó ń gbé lọ tó ṣe pé nǹkan jábọ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ àlùwàlá ti bàjẹ́. Then téèyàn bá fẹsẹ̀ yí ìgbẹ́, àwọn àfáà onífíkì ní àlùwàlá ò bàjẹ́, wàá kàn ṣọ ìgbẹ́ yẹn kúrò ní ẹ̀yìn máa wù nǹkan. Then I read that when you perform ablution, after the ablution, I say, oh, your mind changes. That akúnkírun látijọ́ iná àti ẹ̀mọ́ nǹkan tá à ń ṣe. Wọ́n ní àlùwàlá yẹn ti bàjẹ́ pé kó lọ ṣe àlùwàlá mi, kó lọ ṣe àlùwàlá mi. Then téèyàn bá ń ṣe iyèméjì, doubt that is my cloth clean? Did I remember to clean myself after using the bathroom last time? When you are doubting whether you are clean or not, then it is better your ablution is spoiled. You have to perform another ablution. Then when you have a very long conversation after the first ablution with either on phone or wherever, you are likely to have said something that might spoil your ablution. It is better to perform an ablution, a very long conversation. And when you alter a vocal word, when you use the toilet, you perform another ablution. A lot of. Then when you faint, when somebody faints, perform ablution faint, then resuscitate again. He has to perform another ablution. So, and wallahu alam.
Ustaz, the only one that I really want to clarify very well, let's assume you are in a mosque and you are doing zikri. Like you said, you now took a short nap. You mean I was doing zikri and I took a short nap and I come back? So it's better to go and do another ablution.
You have to do another ablution.
Ablution, okay. Thank you for
so,
that.
When you slumber, it is better you perform another ablution.
Salam alaikum, Ustaz.
Yes, wa alaikum assalam.
Wa alaikum salam.
Ejale ọ̀rọ̀ yín sir, ẹ má bínú. Mi ò mọ question sir.
No, more okay.
Okay. So when my brother asked, can you use one surah to pray, 5 times daily prayer? Your response about you can even use just Fatiha to pray 5 times daily prayer. We have some children here that they're learning, to know how to read Quran. Will you do some enlightenment on that? How important it is for you to know, more than Fatiha as Muslims, and how to use some other surahs in addition to your Fatiha to do your 5 times daily prayer. Even though if you don't know it, it's better, to pray than not pray at all. But can you please give our children some more words of encouragement, how important it is for them to know just more than Fatiha? Jazakumullahu khair.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I was supposed to emphasize on that question, but I quickly responded, and when someone does not know more than Fatiha, maybe a new convert or somebody who born a Muslim but has not been practicing, instead of giving the excuses of not performing Salat, some people will say they don't know, but very large number, even the non-Muslims know Fatiha. So we do tell them with Fatiha, you are good to go. Because when you recite when you don't recite Fatiha, your prayer is void. So when you recite Surah Al-Fatiha and in another surah, even if it is a short surah or part of another surah, like when you say Surah Yasin, for example, when you read like 2 verses or 3 verses from it, you are also good to go. But it is very, very good as Muslims to know our religion. The examples I give to people is that before the coming of this handset and other handset, our phone and other social media, we did not know anything about it. And now we have known a lot about it, such that we can do a lot. Like the Zoom we are doing now, we didn't even know was like when our first handset came. I bought my phone, and when they said there's another phone that has a camera, I said, I don't need any camera. I have my camera at home. When my children and friends told me I needed to get a camera phone, I said, I don't need it. What will I use it for? But now then I see that there is need for it. We have learned a lot of things. We use more than one service provider. We know the number. Our system is quite different from your own system over there, but we use a lot of number to load our recharge card, to ask for our balance, to load our data, to ask for the data balance, and a lot of things. And a lot of people know it offhand. So when we can know all these things offhand, why wouldn't we know our religion offhand? A lot of people we mentioned, the Prophet said, "Man ahabba shay'an aksara min dhikri." Whatever things you like will remain in your memory. So if you have a passion for music, believe me, some people can sing song of Michael Jackson, all the albums of, and a lot of musicians they have passion for. So as Muslims, we should also have passion and love for the Quran, especially the short surahs that we need for our daily prayers. So, and the fiqh, the Islamic jurisprudence, the one we are treating now, it is very, very important for us to know. As children, we must try as much as possible to learn the Quran. Yati Shifa'an. The Quran will come as to intercede. It will come as intercession for us in the day of judgment. So we need to know our Quran. The Surah Al-Fatiha I said was just for a beginner or for somebody who does not know anything, and we don't want such people to give excuse of not knowing the Quran. That's why I say, and they will not pray. That's why I hastily gave the response that they can use Surah Al-Fatiha. Of course, they can use it, but it is better if they can learn other surah. May Allah increase all of us in knowledge.
Thank you, Ustaz. Istijabah children, don't come to me in class and tell me, Ustaz said you can use only Fatiha to pray because I'm not going to buy it, okay? Assalamu alaikum.
Okay. May Allah make it easy for us, and may Almighty Allah bless all of us with the reading of the Holy Quran. Before Imam gives us a special prayer, we are still collecting donation. If you want to use Zelle, olasheu@gmail.com. We also collect cash app. This is the only month of Ramadan. It's extra multiple blessing. Anything you do, may Allah continue to bless all of us. Ustaz, I will appreciate if you can give us a special prayer before I call on the mission board to give you vote of thanks.
Before prayer, please.
Special dua.
Before prayer, I want to ask a question that we raised yesterday.
I see your hand. Okay, Bismillah.
There was this question.
Okay, Bismillah.
There was this question that came up yesterday regarding one of our staffs regarding if we're praying, is it allowed that we say that we answer a prayer like say inshallah or inshallah? Àwọn ẹni Ọlọ́run yìí tàbí kọ́lọ́run kó wọlá ànábì láti fi gbàdúrà. Are you getting my point? So there was that question that came up yesterday. So did you have anything to say to that for us, please?
Oh, thank you so much, sir. It is a question that has come up. I think I listened to some people during the argument that patient only follow your Torah. Actually, those people who said no, their reason is basically whoever you say, position to a lot of long. Those people who say their argument is based on mo fẹ́ rántí ibi tí ànábì ti fi ọlá àwọn nǹkan tọrọ tẹ nínú kútùbà tó máa ń kà nínú àwọn kábà yẹn náà wọn á ní bí barakatil Qur'an al-azim Ọlọ́run wọlá Quran wá bí orí mọ́tì mọ́nà risalta wúrà mọ́tàn lil alamin Ọlọ́run kó wọlá àwọn ànábì tọ́lọ́run fi Quran yẹn rán ìyẹn ànábì wa Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So àwọn ẹlòmíín máa ń wo àwọn bóyá wàhálà táwọn ẹlòmíín ṣe lójú ẹ̀sìn. Ẹ wo gbà táwọn bí sọ pé Allahumma salli ala Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim gẹ́gẹ́ bó ṣe ṣàlàyé ìkẹfà ànábì Ibrahim wà láàlì Ibrahim àtàwọn ará ilé ànábì Ibrahim Allahumma barik ala Muhammad ṣe kẹfà ànábì gẹ́gẹ́ bó ṣe kẹ fún àwọn ará ilé báyìí. So tí èèyàn bá believe àwọn ẹlòmíín máa ní bàbá tẹ́ fi ń tọrọ yẹn mọ position tó wà. It's a fact, but ẹlòmíà ní àfa òun ṣe wàhálà tó bá ti jí láàárọ̀ ó lè kọ́ ọmọ 100 ó lè Ọlọ́run kó wọlá àfa òun. Ẹlòmíà ní Ọlọ́run kó wọlá bóun ṣe serve àfa òun. So you cannot change people from what they believe in. But basically, èèyàn lè fọlá ànábì tọrọ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Èèyàn lè fọlá Al-Quran tọrọ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. But kéèyàn kó máa wá ṣàṣejù nǹkan tí ò wọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ láti fi tọrọ. Ànábì gan sọ pé tawassalu ila Allahi bi jahi, ẹ fi mí gun àkàbà lọ sọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Fàyínà jahi inda Allahi azim, torí pé iyì mi tóbi lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. So a lè fọlá ànábì tọrọ, a lè ní Ọlọ́run kó wọlá bí Quran ṣe tó, because Quran náà lọ́lọ́run fi rán ànábì. A lè ní Ọlọ́run wọlá bí Ramadan ṣe tó. But tá bá wo individuals, ibẹ̀ ni argument ti ń wà. So èmi personally, I do say pé Ọlọ́run wọlá bí n ṣe fáwọn òbí mi bí ṣe tọ́jú wọn.
Nah.
So máa fi ń sọ fọ́lọ́run. But àwọn kan argue pé ká má fọláyàn tọrọ based on pé àmọ́ position tẹ́ni yẹn wà wípé àdẹ̀mọ̀ bóyá ẹni Ọlọ́run ni. So invariably èèyàn lè dúró lórí pé ká fọlá Ọlọ́run, ká fọlá ànábì, ká fọlá Quran, ká fọlá oṣù Ramadan àtàwọn nǹkan tó bá tóbi ká fi wọ́n tọrọ ní ọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Àwọn nǹkan tó bá ti mú doubt wá kéèyàn kàn refrain from all those ones. So kọ́lọ́run kó ṣamọ̀nà gbogbo wa.
Amen.
Thank you very much, Usas, for that elaboration. So I will appreciate you can give us a special prayer. May Almighty Allah accept the prayer.
Kí n tó ṣe prayer, tí máa ṣe prayer fún Istijabah, I'm also part of Istijabah. Ẹ má yọ mí kúrò. Istijabah lè mí náà, Istijabah member ni mí.
But when we started, I introduced you as part of Istijabah. You are part and parcel of Istijabah. You are always welcome. So, Bismillah. So,
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillah babuna. Tabaraka itanuna yasin sekfuna. Kaf au ya ain so kifayatuna. Hamim ain sin ko kimayatuna. Masayakifika Allah wa huwa samiun alim. Allahu nuru samawati wal ard. مثل نوره كمشكاة فيها مصباح المصباح في زجاجة الزجاجة كأنها كوكب دري يوقد من شجرة مباركة زيتونة لا شرقية ولا غربية يكاد زيتها يضيء ولو لم تمسسه نور على نور يهدي الله لنوره من يشاء ويضرب الله الأمثال للناس والله بكل شيء عليم. آمين. 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 سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون.
والسلام عليكم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Shamandawa kan Istijabah.
Bismillah.
Amani Istijabah tí mo wà ní máa ti ṣoríire. Istijabah tí mo wà ní máa ti ṣoríire. Ìgbà tí n bá ń tójú bọ̀lé.
Àmín.
Kò jáde ìgbà tí mo bá ń tójú bọ̀lé. Istijabah
tí mo wà ní máa ti ṣoríire.
Inshallah.
Ẹni tó fẹ́ ń wọ́ ọmọ Istijabah tí mo wà ni mo máa ti rọ́mọ bí. Ẹni tó wáyà Istijabah tí mo wà ni mo ti máa ráyà fẹ́. Kọ́kọ́ Istijabah tí mo wà ni máa ti máa rọ́kọ̀ fẹ́. Kò sí ìgbà tí n bá ń tójú bọ̀lé. Kò sí ìgbà tí mo bá ń tójú bọ̀lé. Istijabah
tí mo wà ní máa rọ́kọ̀ fẹ́.
La haula wala
quwwata illa billah.
There's another important prayer. Imam tó lọ tí wọ́n ṣaláìsí. Ọlọ́run kó bá
Hamid Adeleke. Alhaji
Imam Adeleke tí wọ́n kú níbi 3 years ago. Bismillah mẹ́ta kúlú Allah mẹ́ta ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa ṣe fún wọn.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Then another thing, bàbá wa àgbàlagbà Alhaji Ọlájídé àtàwọn bàbá àgbàlagbà kan bí méjì báyìí wọ́n máa ń ṣe wàhálà gan pẹ̀lú èjì wọn wọ́n máa ń ṣe wàhálà sẹ́sìn Ọlọ́run kó bá wa san wọ́n lẹ́san dáadáa.
Àmín.
Ìyàwó imam náà Ọlọ́run kó bá wa dúró tì wọ́n.
Àmín.
There's another sister ẹ̀yàn wọn sí committee ó dẹ̀ pé wọn náà wà ní ìjáàjì àwọn ọmọ a lot of them I don't know their names.
Sister Rashida tó ń bá yín sọ náà ni Sister Rashida Fọlárin.
Wọ́n máa ń gbìyànjú gan Ọlọ́run kó san gbogbo yín lẹ́san dáadáa. Brother Taofik Adara níjọ in fact mi mọ nǹkan tí n fẹ́ sọ fún yín Ọlọ́run kì í ṣàtún fún yín pé jazakumullahu khaira wọ́n ń ṣe wàhálà gan ẹ̀ ń ṣe wàhálà gan kọ́lọ́run kó jẹ́ kẹ́ bá níbi tó lérè dẹ̀ Dr. Lukman ọ̀dẹ́jọ́ sí àwọn Dr. Lukman náà àwọn náà máa gbé mi wá fún asalat wọ́n máa wá gbé mi wọ́n tún máa gbé mi lọ a lot of you pẹ̀lú gbogbo tight schedule yín Ọlọ́run kó sọ yín lẹ́san dáadáa kó jẹ́ kí ẹkẹ́rò délé gbogbo àwọn expo náà àwọn kan náà wà táwọn wá kí jumat wọ́n mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà láti wá so $20 $50 àwọn yẹn náà làwa náà máa dìpọ̀ tá a máa fi ń ṣe owó tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì wa gbogbo yín pátápátá Ọlọ́run kó bá san yín lẹ́san dáadáa kó dẹ̀ jẹ́ kí ẹkẹ́rò kó délé gbogbo àwọn ọmọ yín Ọlọ́run kó jẹ́ kó lálùbáríkà ọlá lọ́bí Ọlọ́run ọlá láhàúlà wàlá quwwata illa billah. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for giving me the privilege to deliver the lecture.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We're happy to have you.
Thank you so much.
And we are still going to be calling on you. With due respect, Ejo, Enichi Onche Wala Gbogbo Zoom, you know, is also a brother. Brother Said Olushi Ejo Kompami Shadua, no, brother.
Brother Said Olushi, Ọlọ́run kó gbàdúrà tí yín náà. Ọlọ́run kó má jẹ́ kí Ramadan lè jẹ́ òpin yín. Ọlọ́run lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Like I did say pé gbogbo èèyàn kan ni mo rántí orúkọ wọn. Àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan bóyá wọ́n máa ń fún mi ráìdì àbí nǹkan ni mo rántí Ọlọ́run kó bá wa san yín lẹ́san dáadáa. Àti gbogbo others míì náà tí wọ́n ń dúró di Istijabah tí wọ́n ń dúró àti gbogbo àwọn expo náà Ọlọ́run kó san gbogbo yín lẹ́san dáadáa. Ọlọ́run lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Ọlá agbára tó wà ní oṣù yìí. Ọlá la hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.
I'm going to call on the member of the BOT to give a vote of thanks to our in-house guest lecturer, Mission Board, please. Mission Board. Mori ẹ̀gbọ́n mi lórí kíní Alhaji Okoya, I always see you there. May Allah make it easy for you. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim Hamidum Majid. I want to thank on behalf of the mission board and the entire membership of Istijabah. I would like to thank you for your busy schedule coming on board and give us a beautiful lecture. May Almighty Allah reward you in abundance.
Amen.
May Almighty Allah answer your prayer.
Amen.
You know, it's a couple of times you are still a member. Gbogbo àdúrà tẹ́ ṣe fún Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó mú wọlé àṣẹ.
Àmín Allahumma Allah.
Èyí tẹ́ ronú kàn, èyí tẹ́ lè sọ síta, tẹ́ ń bọ́ Ọlọ́run sọ ní kọ̀kọ̀, Ọlọ́run kó gbàdúrà yín o.
Àmín Allahumma Allah.
Ọlọ́run ọmọ yín fún yín o. Àti ìyàwó àti ìdílé yín náà Ọlọ́run kó gbà fún wa o. All the members listening to this beautiful lecture, the Almighty Allah continue to answer our prayer as well.
Amen.
Along kí a kárí rè ń bẹ̀ inú Ramadan yìí lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Amen.
ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن ندينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحملنا علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ولا تقبل لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين.
Amen.
I quickly want to say something, sir. Istijabah, my audience in Nigeria, I don't speak English to them. I want to tell you that in the history of the lecture that I give, I started giving lecture in English at Istijabah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. And I said when I got to Nigeria, I said I will be giving lectures in English, but most of my audience, I cannot be speaking English to them. So it is only on this media. So permit the way I speak my English and what I feel. I think I was able to communicate.
Alhamdulillah, you did good.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Thank you so much. Bismillah.
مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد ونستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
Jazakumullah khair.
So thank you very much. I will still be calling you. This is the end of Al-Azim Ramadan lecture. Like I said, please don't forget to donate generously to our Zelle olasheu@gmail.com, cash app at Sister Rashidat Afolari. So, and if you want to call on any member of the Al-Azim for donation, we will surely contact you. We'll come and collect it. If you want us to come and collect it from you. May Allah continue to bless all of us. May Allah continue to enrich us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. But Olushi, anything?
That's it. Thank you very much for joining us throughout our 5 or 6 days of lectures. Barakallahu fikum. May Almighty Allah accept it from all of us.
Amen.
Thank you, Al-Azim.
Thank you. Ma salam.